On Wall Street, there's a constant battle between hard data and the story that analysts tell themselves. What happens when the data becomes so powerful, it completely shatters the old skeptical story? Today, I'm going to show you why Palantir's performance is so dominant that it's compelling even its toughest critics to praise it. We're going to break down an interview with a Citi analyst who, despite his ratings, lays out the rule of 90 case, admits Palantir owns the most critical step in the AI revolution, and is left with no choice but to call them a unique company. Let's break it down.
Take a look at this, because Palantir shares bouncing back slightly this morning after sliding over the last week. Year to date, the stock is up more than 100%. But we'll show you what's happened this week as well. Join us right now is Tyler Radke, Senior Equity Research Analyst at Citi. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Is it overbought? Is it oversold?
Well, this stock, even despite its slide, is still trading at around 70 times forward revenue. So it's very much on the high end of valuation range, really across the broader market. But look, I mean, they had outstanding Q2 results. One of the biggest beats and raises we've seen from a public company. The cash flow margins are on their way above 40%. So kind of this combination of growth and profitability. People talk about a rule of 40. They are kind of in the rule of 80, rule of 90. So really outstanding momentum. I just think given the run in the stock, you've seen this across the market, even Microsoft blowout numbers, the stock has traded down ever since. I just think it's a bit of repositioning, some of the August volatility you talked about.
Okay, so the analyst lays out the paradox right away. The valuation is high, but the performance is historically great, a rule of 90. But why is the performance so great? He gives us the answer later in this clip, and it's the most important concept to understand. He says, before you can deploy AI in application, you have to get your data in order. That potentially is Palantir's ultimate moat. They own the messy, complicated, and absolutely essential first step. They are the AI toll booth. Every single organization on the planet that wants to get to the promised land of AI has to first pass through the gate of organizing their data. Palantir's ontology product is that gate. Palantir aren't just selling a cool AI app, they're selling the foundational infrastructure that the AI revolution is being built on.
Right. We're still constructive on many of these AI winners. I think just for Palantir, just the track record of buying these high multiple stocks at these levels hasn't been great.
Well, but Tyler, the question is this one of those stocks that effectively the company grows into this price? There are really, we talk about Palantirians who just love this company. How much of this is almost like Tesla in that way?
Quick plug, did you know businesses are quietly making huge amounts of money from YouTube, even without huge followings? I helped one client land 33 new clients in 5 months worth $330,000 from using YouTube. If you run a business, you're probably underestimating the school of this opportunity. If you want to find out how YouTube could help your business and how I could maybe help you do that, book a call with me using the link below. Cheers.
Yeah, for sure. And look, I mean, we've been wrong on the call up until this point over the last 2 years. But ultimately, I think to have confidence longer term, you got to believe what they do and their moat is durable. So the reason I think they're winning today is every organization around the planet is trying to get started with AI. And before you can deploy a model or an AI application, you have to get your data in order. So I think Palantir's data ontology product, which is their flagship product, it helps big businesses, governments around the world. They've gotten in the door very effectively with that. Even internally, large banks, you're starting to see good usage of that. I think over time, the rest of the industry is sort of following their playbook, right?
Let's lock in on that incredible observation from the analyst. He notes that the rest of the industry is following Palantir's playbook. This isn't just a casual comment, it's the ultimate confirmation of market leadership and proof that Palantir has been right all along. When your competitors start abandoning their own strategies to copy yours, it means you're no longer just a participant in the market, you are the standard. Palantir is setting the pace and defining the entire category. They wrote the book on how to successfully deploy operational AI, and now the rest of the industry, including the largest tech companies in the world, are being forced to read it just to keep up. This confirms they are not just winning the race, they are the ones designing the track, a testament to an innovation and foresight that places them years ahead of the curve.
And so just the what you have to underwrite from these levels, and given how fast the market is changing, that just the risk reward is just not something we're particularly excited about here.
Tyler, if you were to identify one single company that you think competes with Palantir in this way, who would it be?
So I think the closest ones would be the hyperscalers, but the reality is Palantir is a unique company, right? It is a combination of a software company and a services company, and so there's not really a true head-to-head overlap. I mean, no one is putting up the numbers close to them. Again, the hyperscalers, you look at Azure, they're growing.
I'm not really talking about the numbers. I'm saying about who else can organize your data as efficiently as they can, and how much of a moat and advantage do they have in that product than anybody else in this moment right now?
Yeah, so I think the answer is there doesn't appear to be an obvious one today, but what about, down the road, especially as you start thinking about what AI can do in terms of organizing your data and doing that data ontology. Again, Palantir is leaning into AI. We think they're doing an excellent job, but over time, you combine the resources that everybody else has out there, plus the power of this technology. It's unclear to me if that edge is sustainable, especially as we get into more AI use cases moving into production, adopting LLMs. Again, I think this data organization phase that we're in, that's going to evolve. That's kind of the early stage of this AI market.
This is where the entire skeptical argument is laid bare. On one hand, you have the analyst's vague, speculative fear. It's unclear if Palantir's edge is sustainable. It's a feeling about a hypothetical future. But then what are the hard facts that he was forced to admit in the same interview? He admitted Palantir has outstanding results. He admitted they're a rule of 90 company. He admitted they're a unique company. And he also admitted that there doesn't appear to be any obvious one competitor today. So the entire case for caution is based on a fuzzy, uncertain future, while the case for bullishness is based on a mountain of concrete, undeniable evidence in the present. Even from a skeptical person, the picture is becoming oh so clear. Palantir owns the AI tool booth, the essential first step that every company must take. Their strategy, their playbook, is so effective that the entire rest of the industry is now trying to copy it. And the only real argument against them isn't based on current reality, but on the vague fear of their dominance maybe not being sustainable for the future. Palantir is the infrastructure, they are the playbook, and they are the undisputed leader today. So what do you think the bigger story is? Palantir's current undeniable dominance, or the fear that others are trying to copy their playbook? If you found this video of value at all, consider hitting the subscribe button. Cheers.